you definitely have access to vehicles. You just got to ask your employer for either to donate a vehicle or for the funds to rent the vehicle.
Double-decker bus, come on.
I was imagining a freaking vampire.
It must be yellow.
The vampire bus.
The vamp bus.
Madam Scarlet says that she cannot protect us outside of this town.
Madam Scarlet says she cannot guarantee your safety when you leave
But that's us in
her
general.
area.
We can't. I mean, no area is really guaranteed our safety to begin with. I mean, look at us. Look at vampires. We're always on the run.
You're gonna need a bigger board.
Oh yeah. Or we need some small
Just
equipment.
imagining the whole freaking pitch scenario is like,
You bring my money, baby? Yes, Daddy. I see Benjamin Franklin, but where are his friends?
He's gonna throw his fucking dick at you across the.
It was gonna go one
Are
or
you
two
enough of
ways,
them?
and the other one I was about to fucking just whip this thing at you.
And you'll pick up the broken thing and be like, yes.
You know, I like my money to be rolled and not folded.
That's enough from fucking.
That's enough out of you. Wanna go back to the shed?
That's enough from Count Chocula over there.
Count Chalky.
We should also still investigate his house.
Yeah.
You are actively in Lorman's office.
Yeah.
Or not, his apartment.
Well, since we're here, we can might as well investigate this area.
You take a look at the actual little apartment thing.
Where are we exactly? Are we in the living
So
area?
you are in, kind of this little living area. Back here's the kitchen. That's a mudroom out the back. This is loosely based on my first apartment.
Nice.
Got TV, couch, bed, computer set up, kitchen, and I didn't have a cabinet, so I had like a little table in the back that I put all my stuff on.
Okay.
This is stairs leading up to an unfurnished upper floor. So there could be stuff hidden up there, but I haven't planned that out, fully speaking.
Gotcha.
So we go up to that, right?
You can go up there. I mean, this could be like a backup haven, if you really wanted it to be, if the first one gets... If the first one gets like too hot. Because you've now found a vampire given their final death. You found an imprisoned mage. And Madam Scarlet, which is the leader of the vampire cult in the area, knows you're operating in there. But just because she knows it doesn't mean someone else outside of her jurisdiction hasn't found out and won't come to try to send a hit squad at you.
Amazing.
So this would be your second haven for a backup. Now, as far as what is in the apartment, it's basically what you would expect a single male to have in their apartment. It's a bed, a TV, and a couch. And in the fridge and freezer, there is pizza rolls, like week-old Chinese food.
Oh yeah! Oh hell yeah! Start microwaving some pizza rolls.
It seems like it really is just your average single male apartment. This was the human that Rurik von Rado used to run his business during the day when he wasn't able to be out. So
I hate myself up.
there's not much physically in the apartment, but you do see the computer kind of tucked in the back corner that would probably have more information on what the business dealings were.
It is his personal computer, so.
I go over to the computer and I look around for a sticky note that has a password on it.
I mean, who knows? Maybe.
It's blue.
Happens all the time.
I swear to fuck, it's blue.
I know it does. So
It's gonna be a blue sticky note, isn't it?
it's on a blue sticky note,
Ah!
Yes.
and the password is password1234.
Ah, this fucking guy.
course.
He likes to
Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Nice. Write that down.
Yeah, write that down. In case you forget the password.
What was it, password 1234?
Yeah,
Password
right.
1 2 3.
Don't forget the exclamation.
It's password 1234!
Uppercase.
Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Or yeah, uppercase, lowercase, what are we talking here?
All lowercase.
All lowercase.
Okay, cool.
We open up his computer and it's just porn.
And she just had a whole, 16 tabs in her
So while it is not adult films, the first thing that you see on there.
Child
He
filth.
does have.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Cartoon. Talk about like cartoons.
Okay.
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 Hey, we don't know. You tell us, okay?
I'm trying to.
Sponsored to you by Green
He-
Intelligence.
Oh, shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
He has that a lot on. Like,
I'm not.
War Thunder.
If we ever, I'd take a sponsor from War Thunder. War Thunder's a good.
Oh,
one.
yeah, what the
I like War Thunder.
Yeah.
I don't like
Is
how
that
they
what's up
keep
right now? He
releasing
just
his
has
secret
his,
documents. You
little
can see on
customized
his hot tab is War Thunder.
He's like, stupid guy's gonna be busy here.
Yeah, no, okay, so I need one of you to give me a check with technology.
I have two.
I am currently eating some pizza rolls right now, alright?
I have two.
You're eating frozen pizza rolls.
I microwaved them.
No, I never said there was a microwave.
Yeah.
Well, I figured out a way.
I got two as well.
Oh, yeah?
Brother, I would
Especially right there.
fucking.
Wait, why the fuck does he have frozen pizza rolls then?
Because I would cook them in my oven.
Well, also, I'll start up the oven then.
Okay, so you start up the oven.
Yeah, so like, beep.
You start to preheat the oven.
Yes. God,
Here's,
But
the
yeah.
funny thing is, I had one of those old
Does
old
security
ovens.
systems
Is that your old
at
apartment?
home?
Is that why?
Yes,
That's your old
Really?
apartment.
that is
Cool.
loosely based off my old apartment.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, my original stove had like one of those no shake
No, you don't have to
ovens
use
that
Use
ran
it.
on
Go ahead.
Oh,
gas.
No, dude.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was one of those old ones.
Just
Like-
sitting there.
Specialize in something.
I paid for natural. I had to
It
pay
does cost
for
points.
water,
It costs
electricity,
points.
and natural gas.
Like, larceny, I got lucky.
Alright.
So I had like an extra dice or some shit.
Yeah, these motherfuckers going over here. Yeah, it's pretty in the oven.
Yeah.
Dump the whole pan of fucking pizza rolls.
I'm gonna take a picture of this board, and it's gonna be the background for it, and it's just gonna be like, I'm gonna run it through like MS Paint and just start circling stuff.
Just have it like where
I
has
have
the
two, but
pictures.
I also have security systems that I can take another one.
Yeah, I'll give you an extra because you're working you're working to find like his locked documents.
So we have like a box or something. So this is fucking-
so I go.
No.
If you want to, we could clear that desk
Wait,
off.
wait. Where's that box that had the cards in it?
Or I thought you were about to say the beer.
No,
I'm not a beer I threw away.
That's right here. We just use this.
Yeah, give me the top of that
Yeah,
thing.
you flip it over. Oh, okay. One.
I got one.
So you managed to unlock about half of the files inside this computer. The other ones still remain encrypted.
Amazing.
I tried rolling. I got two.
You try.
Yeah, I'll let you give it a shot.
Yeah, you both are. Remove one die. Wait, you both have 3?
I got two.
Remove one dice.
Oh yeah.
I'll add this to the total.
No.
None.
So you still only get about half the documents unlocked. It's the ones you unlock are your standard business transactions, some it's like your like receipts.
I seduce the computer. I go up to it and I go beep boo boo beep boo boo beep.
I don't beat you. You're not that
The computer flashes a few times like it's trying to shut down, but then ultimately kicks back on.
That's killable. Sorry, unalive
That's
itself.
like the restarting fucking.
So from what you see, it's just the average business documents. You got receipts, ledgers. What would, if the police were to get involved, would be like a suspicious amount, a few suspicious things on the ledger that you normally wouldn't expect to be ordered by a
Insurance company.
it wasn't insurance, it was investment agency.
Yeah. I know it's under the I.
Some old occult texts that $18,000 for old occult texts and a suspicious amount donated to local blood drives and hospitals around the area. It would probably be in the best interest to, once you're done with your investigation of this, to destroy the computer. you rummage through the drawers and you find a spare flash drive if you want to copy over the documents.
I think that would be a good idea.
Does this guy have a spare flash drive on him?
Yeah.
That's just what I said.
Yeah.
So you find a spare flash drive in one of the drawers. So you can copy over the documents, even the encrypted ones, so you can try again later if you wanted to.
Amazing.
Or you could bring it to a security specialist, have them open it.
Seduce those security specialists.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tomorrow thing.
Tomorrow. Yes. Take the flash drive, plug it into the computer, start transferring things over.
It's an older computer, so it says there's going to be roughly 30 minutes.
The fuck? What were you playing on your phone?
I have no idea what just
Crazy.
happened. My phone just became
Is your
possessed.
tab?
Like I literally just went on Spotify and it started playing some fucking weird shit. It's still on the song from last time earlier too, and it just started playing some chainsaw.
Oh, I don't know what the hell.
All right,
you're
well,
looking up
let's avoid doing that again.
Come on.
We can blame the pixies in the room. No.
I put the
Shut that
flash
shit
drive
off.
in
Shut that shit off.
real slow.
Shut that off.
Hey, here's the one with the fucking flash drive. Wait,
I get it, we like having music and stuff, but this is a very serious moment.
Yeah.
And we
He
need
told,
to
me to, he told me to seduce it again with like the flash drive.
The person! The person!
Hold on. Besides,
Oh.
speaking of which, because this is the undone preview.
It's going to take roughly 30 minutes for all the files to transfer over.
Ah,
Very
perfect.
important.
That'll be just in time for my pizza rolls.
Madam Scarlet exits the building and goes back to her manor, leaving you to continue your investigation in peace.
Did we check that desk over there? It has a bunch of papers on it.
Fine, give me something to do. I'll go over and check the papers.
Go to the TV stand, there's a bunch of papers strewn about,
I
old
turn-
magazines.
I turn the TV on.
The TV turns on to the news.
What's important? Like, what's going on? I want to know what.
It
It could involve, someone could catch, wind of.
The main thing showing up on the news right now is reporting that the incoming blizzard is coming faster and faster.
Son of a bitch, it's gonna be cold.
Outside of that, it's just your normal small town college sports. The hometown is losing and everyone is upset.
These guys suck.
There are vampires out there that are just like living a normal civilian life, right?
Maybe
No.
No.
in this area. It does.
In this
It
area,
does a
no.
lot, like,
Okay.
In this area, it's only like powerful vampires that need to live in these small rural areas, so it draws attention away from them. So they have almost like a forward operating base where if something happens, they can immediately send it back to the prince and let them know what's going on.
Okay, because like my one thing that I was thinking that could potentially happen is that they are working in a news station or have somebody working there and are giving like secret messages to other like fucking vampires and shit.
you would have to actually go to the news station.
There is
But say it's on the news or whatever, and they'll be like, there's an incoming blizzard, and they're like tapping the desk or something like in Morse code, just being like for all of the vampires.
Well, that'd be also stupid too. Because
I don't know, but like some kind of way,
it's not uncommon for there to be ghouls working for vampires in those types of areas.
But they'd probably report directly to the vampire though,
They would.
because that's how ghouls work.
Because I don't know. It's like it's modern times in case
I checked upstairs.
It's an unfurbished upstairs, but it does look like people have been using it. Now, the apartment to your right looks like it's just been squatters. There's just trash everywhere. Over the apartment to on the left seems to have a bit of a more suspicious aura to it. The door is locked until you try it a few times, and it's almost as if it pricks your finger. And then once it recognizes the vampire blood inside of you, it opens.
Amazing. What do I see inside this room that just opened?
Inside this area seems to be where they would hold blood sorcery rituals. They have occult texts. So anyone that has worked with vampires would recognize these as the alchemy ingredients needed for the blood sorcery rituals. Would you like to investigate what you find?
I ain't going near no blood sources shit again.
I come up behind him with my pizza rolls. And ask, what'd you find? Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just fucking eating them. Like,
Some blood sources shit. I fucked with this with the trapdoor. Not doing it again.
look. Okay.
You're the one that didn't get diddled.
Alright,
Are
calm
you
down.
volunteering? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna investigate the ingredients. Specifically.
Investigate ingredients. It's sword grass. Surprisingly, crows still alive and seemingly well fed.
Okay. A little closer to the crows.
Feathers from several different species of bird.
Can I use feral
And
whistles on them?
several different vials of blood. Labeled sanguine. I'm forgetting the words. Where's the book?
The books are over there.
Yeah, the big book. It should be. I should have the different like blood resonances inside of it. It's like sanguine, caloric.
You said there's fucking like sigils and shit on the ground?
There is not. It's just the ingredients.
So this is like an alchemy lab.
It is. You also find things like tungsten, batteries, things that you recognize as used in thin blood alchemy. Now, would not be useful to you now, but if you're to find a thin blood, forbid that you find a thin blood, he would be able to make them for you.
Yeah, there's no way our guy wasn't that blood.
Nice, cool.
Yeah. Let's get forward.
The thin blood is a vampire of 16th and further generation.
Not very sure.
Not very strong. I'm trying to find where it says the different types of blood. Okay, so you find two vials of each. Sanguine,
The other one.
caloric, melancholic,
Okay.
and two labeled the alchemist's blood. You have the capability of making two thin blood alchemy potions.
We can do that even though we're not thin ones.
You find in this room paper strewn about that has written on it how you would make these alchemies.
Instructions then. How to do it.
Your blood is strong enough to where you can almost coax it into doing what you want it to, though it would require some effort on your part.
Well, I don't know I don't think I know shit about
What do these potions do?
I will hand me the thin blood alchemy from our cards, and I'll pick two at random. And those will be the ones that you find, the alchemy formulas you find.
All I'm saying is that the mage can't do anything with spells and he can't read his book, so all we gotta do is just give him a little spark of love on his eyes.
Use a fucking shadow crawling on the wall. I don't think it matters.
And this would be a cult.
This would be a cult.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I have one.
That's great.
Only got one hand.
Okay, cool. You're going to get one level 1 Thin Blood Alchemy formula and one level 2 Thin Blood Alchemy formula.
Nice. I am level 3 in occult. So.
Draw randomly or out of the ones you see?
I'm going to pick which ones I think would be best.
Okay. You got a wrestler?
Yeah, I'll let you know medicine I got.
Oh.
That's when my eyes are all fucked up. They're a bit better now, but this morning.
At least you're not like Hernandez.
Hey, which weird
got
guy?
pink eye.
I gotta take my medicine. So. Well, let's see what we do next.
You find a Thin Blood Alchemy formula for level 2 called Envelop. And a level 1 called Far Reach. And for the sake of it, the ingredients listed on the card, you can find that within this storage area. And just enough to make one of each of those. You would have to source more if you would want to try again. And given your high occult, I will, just for the sake of this, if you wanted to make more, I would give you a high difficulty, but I would let you try to use your blood as an alchemist blood and force your blood into doing these Thin Blood Alchemy formulas. Just to get you caught up, I gave you 2 formulas.
Envelop and Far Reach.
Far Reach is essentially telepathy, and Envelop is you can cover a target in a shroud of... You can cover a target or yourself in a shroud of mist.
So we
No,
have Power
correct.
Reach and what else?
Envelop.
Stealthy one or grab shit from long distances.
And because of Jason's high occult, if he really wanted to, I let him, over the course of a few in-game days, try to replicate the effects using his blood in place of the alchemist.
Okay.
You would have to source the materials if you're to try to make these a second time.
Actually, do we have the alchemist blood vial?
You have 2 blood vials from the alchemist currently.
How much blood is in it?
Just enough to make 1 potion per vial.
Alright.
Yeah, so we can make 2 potions.
Okay.
And you only find 2 formulas. There is the possibility with the text that exists within this place to try to develop more. I would say up to a level 2, given your level 3 occult. But that would take like weeks to months of in-game time.
Like fully dedicated.
Not fully dedicated, just like during the downtime at the
The morning.
end of at the end of the night, you can spend like an hour or 2 trying to research into it. It would and then does it state on there how long it takes to create these?
Not that I'm seeing.
Okay. It would be in the manual then. I'll say it takes roughly an hour per level to actually distill it into a usable potion.
That'd be 2.
That would be 2 hours.
Envelop's not gonna help me really. You have to go invisible and shit.
We can use it on another target too.
I mean, other than that, if you want, you can just hold on to that and like give it to us whenever we need it.
I have to make it first, no?
Yeah.
I'll make one of each.
So you're going to spend 3 hours creating them?
Yes.
So while he is creating these formula,
Yes.
you two are now able to kind of pick what you want to do with the rest of your night.
Right. I look at the crows.
It looks at crows for 3
You're
hours.
going to try speaking to the crows.
No, I'm going to try to bond with the maulers.
You're going to try to bond with the crows.
Yes. The blood bond with the crows.
Very well. Pick. You get to pick one crow and name it.
One crow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I could literally just like.
You should know the names of the crows.
I do, but I'm trying to pick up which. There's a couple of them I want to pick from. Like,
I like crows and ravens. For Norse.
either or. They're both pretty much.
Gotcha.
They're mostly ravens though, but the crows, which is just as. Which one we're looking at crows like.
It's like
Damn it, damn. Who was
It's
the
like-
more
those
healthier
Most
one?
people would have.
like honestly, like
Looking through each of them. And
There's
like,
three. There's three of them in different
anyone, like,
stages
stand-
of life.
alright, so I'm trying to like what
it's like I'm
Like, I'm investigating on,
Jim
like-
Crow.
how like
No.
on different. What do you mean by different stages of life? Like, are they one more healthier?
One's
one-
young, one's
Okay.
toward the middle of a crow's life, one's getting closer to the end of it.
Alright.
And the younger one has a more spirited attitude.
Yeah.
The one that's toward the middle is kind of dejected, while the older one seems more content with things that are happening around him.
He's in a little crow wheelchair with like a little crow gas mask.
Darth Vader crow.
No, I'll let you let one life. Likely one. I'll go for the yellow one.
Alrighty, what would you like to name this crow?
That's a good question. I shall name you. Oh, what was it? Shall name you Corvus.
Corvus.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yep. So mark that down. I now have a crow.
I mean, if I guess that's all I can really do right now. It's like seduce more people, like have like my little army.
Wait, did you say you're trying to seduce a crow or something?
No,
Okay.
I was just like messing around with that.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I mean, while I would not recommend it, you are able to head out to the surrounding townships should you want to go alone for the night, for the rest of the night.
What do we have outside right now, like nearby, for like that I can spend 3 hours for?
Let's say Watertown, 10-minute drive. Going to it, it has a few clubs. It has a 24-hour Walmart. It has a little bit more lively nightlife.
I'd say like yeah, go over there and like, because for as far as everybody knows, they do know him, like the main guy, right? They were looking for John Lorman.
Well, yes, it is a different town. He is a businessman. There is a small chance that someone over there would know him through business dealings.
Yeah, because like I have.
If you go out to the bars, you might find some dejected fucking middle manager that's willing to spill his guts if you pay for his drinks.
I would say because like I mean like I have like a good amount of like charisma, 2 etiquette, 3 persuasion, 3 streetwise, freaking just like yeah, like I have like a decent amount of that. And, like all I could do is just like go over to where the clubs are at, freaking use my awe to just like get like most of the people's attention on me, you know, just like, you know, have it in a way where like a lot of people are gonna be like approaching me or something, just enough so I can try to like be able to talk to a bunch of people, get some information like more about the town, and at the same time like listen around and see if anybody knows anything about John Lorman, And for more, you said like the bartender, right? That was like
You go out to a bar and find like a middle manager for one of the companies he might have worked with.
yeah, like I could like probably like, you know, again continue to like
Yeah,
freaking
the bartender would probably know who to point you to.
yeah, like seduce the bartender to like give me more information. I do have unswayable mind as well too.
That's really for you though. I think, right? It's
No.
like
Yeah, that's more of a it protects you.
yeah, like if someone's trying to like what you did to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, like, yeah, I can be.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I can let you do that. You can head out to. You can go essentially bar hopping around Watertown, and just be like 10 minutes away from these guys. So if something happens, you have a place to get to somewhat rapidly. So
I've got a problem, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at this party and I still don't have a drink in my hand. Somebody's got to supply me with some kind of liquor.
as you walk in and introduce yourself in such a fashion, everyone kind of looks over at you like, oh, one of the college boys is back in town again, isn't he?
All right.
They seem more willing to put up with this than Madame Scarlet is, because it's something they're used to happening with the community college being not far away.
I'm a beautiful man, goddammit. This should be fun. What's the point of having beautiful vampire magic if no one's...
You see, here's the thing. You are unabashedly one of the most beautiful, sexiest men in this bar. It's your attitude.
Arrogant fuck.
It's because you know you're beautiful that it comes arrogant. So, well, yes, you can use your vampire charms to get whatever information you want out of it. Just you as a flat character with no ability stacked on top of it. Beautiful, yes. Everyone's going to stop and look at you. But the second you open your mouth, it's going to turn into one of those, they're still going to fawn over to you, because they're just going to put aside, like, the narcissism and stuff, and be like, that's a one beautiful man. But eventually it's going to grate on them, and then you're going to have to use your powers. So if you come at it from a different angle, like, because you got to remember, it's still a smallish town. Everyone's, like, reserved with strangers. So you walk in and you're going, I own this place. In a small town like this, immediately sets those type of people away from you.
Communication.
Like I said, you're playing your character like you're some sort of city slicker.
Okay. You did a good job at it, though.
You are doing a great job at it. Unironically, because it's starting to piss me off. That's how you know you're doing good.
Alright. While he's doing that, me and Corvus.
You and Corvus wanted to go to the Hunter's Lodge.
Yes.
As long as they don't hate me, I guess it's fine. Because I still need them.
You also end up having to make your way toward Watertown before you start seeing the telltale signs and little hidden symbols of a Hunter's Lodge.
Right. I'm going to put my cards right here. So, might be familiar with them, but I'm going to have to, like, try and talk to these guys first. Like, I know. But again.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to have to play your cards right. Not because a few of them are going to immediately put off. They're going to be like, there's a vampire walking into a Hunter's Lodge, because they are experienced.
Yeah.
A few of the more newer ones are going to be like, I've never seen this man before. What you're going to have to fight more is that you are not from this lodge than anything else. So how do you want to play against that?
Well, I do have a tattoo of a hunter's mark on me, on my chest.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it's from a different lodge, they'll recognize it, but it's not their lodge. It's from a different.
Do you have a name for this lodge?
Yes.
What's the name of this lodge?
Call it the Dawn Guard.
He's from the Dawn Guard Lodge.
Dawn Guard Lodge. It's the first thing that came to mind, honestly.
Is it also a tattoo of half a sun rising?
Yes. Now that you mention that, yes. So, I'm like, okay, Corvus, I'm gonna have to play this cool, okay?
Throws talking to his pet bird.
Caws at you.
All right.
These are those cars.
God damn it!
He's
I start like taking.
Starts unbuttoning his
Yeah,
shirt.
my
It's
shirt.
like
This is
the
good.
rugged man.
He's only
Man.
Just I imagine take my stuff
Man,
off,
that
like
sheep-
good, like sexy chest hair and everything. I mean, I do look all looking, so yeah, I
You
got
walk
the
in, you rip your shirt open, and the more experienced hunters immediately recognize the symbol tattooed across your chest.
Yeah, I take the shotgun and I just set it down, have my arms up, because I know experienced hunters will know, regardless of the lodge, they can tell it's a vampire.
They can tell it's a vampire, but given the fact you have this chest tattoo, they're more or less willing to hear you out,
Yeah.
if not to listen to you beg to be put to final death because you've been turned into an abomination.
Yeah.
one guy like approaches him like before he rips off his shirt. He's like, "We don't like your kind around." And he's like, "Oh, never mind. Welcome back to the night."
Hey, I know you'll go.
Let's not no
it's just more
no. I've walked into one too many places like that. Oh.
Like, alright, life's gents. Like, alright. Trust me, I'm a hunter at heart. I say, but
You're gonna walk in. You're gonna get stopped more like
I
5
stop at
feet
the yeah.
once you walk in.
yeah, I'm literally staring at the door and setting down my
The more experienced hunters are gonna reach for their weapons defensively.
like, whoop, having my hands aside like that, like.
The leader of
yes.
this lodge walks in front of everyone else and says, "You have 5 minutes to explain your case."
I nod very well. Like, Corvus, wait outside. Alright, well, alright, gents. Unfortunately, it happened to me. Like, I'm interned. However, have a buddy working on a cure. That's it. My element. But best case scenario is that I'm your guy inside. So I know things about certain vampires that are operating around here. But we're dealing with something a lot more important. There's a death mage on the loose.
A death mage, you say?
Yeah. Recently broke out, and I'm hunting it. That's it.
That would explain the new shadows about. I feel like they're watching you.
Yeah. Creepy shit. That's it. We had one of our lesser experienced bloodsuckers fucking let it loose. Didn't know what the hell he was doing. But like I said, I'm hunting.
Now,
And
I can see where you're coming from, but you know we can't just let you leave here alive.
you're right, because I'm already dead. That's it. But I was like, I know, but how can I help you gents out? Huh?
We might be willing to make a deal. You said you had inside information.
I did. That's it.
Depending on how valuable that information is, we might let you walk out of here this once.
I wouldn't have it any other way. That's it. Trust me, I'll do the same.
Now, what information you think is going to be valuable enough to them to let you walk out?
Kind of smirk a little. I'm like, well, none of us want none of us want a death mage lying around. I say, but I do need, I'm gonna need your guys though, to find it, right? In exchange, I say, once I'm done with my hunt, I said, there's an area I can give you guys. Was a holdout. How much do you know about Rado? I said,
He was one of our primary targets. We were looking into him for a while. He just dropped off the face of the earth after a bit.
His head's cut off. I said, he's dead.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, if we're dead, I don't see why we got really much of any business with you right now.
No. But, what if I told you had a secret? He was harboring said black mage.
Veric von Rado,
Yes.
harboring a death mage
In his fucking shed, of all places.
in his shed.
More like a bunker, but yeah.
Now, you expect me to believe that a vampire, no matter how strong, is going to hold a mage in place?
Like I said, one of the lesser bloodsuckers let him loose. Said, like I said, I'm hunting him.
It took half of the Sabbat coalition we have up here to put him down.
Yes.
That's where that death mage disappeared. And you tell me you released him again because one of your
I
new
didn't.
lackeys thought it'd be funny.
To be honest, yeah. That's it. I said, to be honest, like, yeah, that kind of sums it up. But, like I said, hunting him, I was tracking him. Like,
You know what? Fine, we'll help you get this man under 2 conditions.
of course.
Condition 1. Once this hunt is over, we put you to your final death.
Or, counteroffer, I say. Like, I have someone working on a cure. Think of it. Cure-laced bolts, I say. You can not only cure vampirism, but also kill them as well. I say. Like, think of it. Like, it would be, doesn't matter which vampire it is. If they're cured, you can wipe them out of the game.
He looked at you for a second, and then condition 2.
Why not?
We want Madame Scarlet.
Madame Scarlet.
You're working in her territory. We know you had to have some sort of permission from her to work here. Otherwise, you would have been put down immediately, son.
I may have encountered her once or twice, I say.
We want Madame Scarlet.
I'm like, alright, I say. I think I could work, fine. I think I could work with this, I say. Yep. Very well, I say. Like, but, this is a very, very crucial area too. If I give you more information, I say. Because I kind of need Madame Scarlet to keep off my ass so I can hunt this asshole. What if I give you something about the Camarilla?
You're willing to give us information on the Camarilla.
Yes, that's it. Like, they're the assholes who sent me here to begin with. So you think I'm happy about them? Hey, look at me. I killed the fucking sire. That's it. Look at that was supposed to be. But unfortunately, the bastard struck me with vampirism. I say that with a little bit more venom in my own voice than I'd liked. But then I call myself. As I said, like, I don't like any vampire as much as the next guy. And being one has been really shitty.
He looks at you, strokes his beard a few times, and just thinks for a little bit before finally settling on. As much as I don't want to work with you on this, we can't have no death mage running around, so we're going to need as many people as we can get for that. I still want your head on a stake, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. And then,
Hopefully I'll be cured by then.
inside information on the Camarilla or Madame Scarlet. Either one of those is a fine trade for us.
I'll give you Camarilla, at least for now. I say. Again, I kind of need her operating where she is.
She can stay for now.
God damn. I hate looking at you. Every time I look at you, I just get the urge to put on my favorite hoodie and burn some crosses for some reason.
Trust me. Alright, I mean, maybe what's next, but I'm more useful as is here.
How are you the most racist out of all of us?
I'm like, what?
You're the only not white dude here.
Like what? More proof? So, here's what I do. I pull out the location of my old clan, the Grendel, and map it for him.
You're gonna turn over your entire clan.
My real end goal is to cure myself.
Very well.
I said, I'm like, trust me, these guys are away from other vampires. And I start, telling them about that the Grendel are more, they'll put up with the Sabat and the Camarilla, but are more reluctant to ask for help from them. So you shouldn't have a problem if you start just going out slaughtering them.
This exchange seems to be weighted in our favor more than anything else. That leads me to think you got some sort of ulterior motive, but...
To cure my fucking self, I said. Trust me, if you were in my position, I know you'd probably want to end your life, but, I feel like I'm more useful here for a tool for the hunters, because hunter at heart. Even if this damn thing is a beating.
We'll let you walk out of here, but there's one thing you gotta do.
What?
We're cutting that tattoo off your chest.
You want to cut this off my chest.
You can't be no hunter no more. You turn
I'm
into one of those
still hunting.
abominations. You may be hunter at heart, but think about what it shows to other hunters if we're about to let one of you be turned and not put you down immediately. We can't let someone else see that.
Yep. I'm like, you're right, but how's the hunter? How's the hunter supposed to know I'm actually trying to help them out if they don't see this? Think of it. Would you have gotten this information? Sure, eventually. But I'd rather give it to make it a lot easier for y'all than just fucking have you hunting down and losing more hunters, especially inexperienced ones. I've seen my fair share of dead hunters. I'd rather not relive this.
He hands you his silver knife and says, then you'll cross it off your chest. You can keep it on there, but we need to know.
I take the knife.
You got any
Take-
respect for our fallen hunters? You would.
Yeah. I flip it. I flip it around and just slice down. Not down. Down my chest. Chest covering the tattoo. Good enough for you? Is it?
You're going to take 1 point of superficial damage for the night.
Yeah.
Super.
That's fine.
That's the willpower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got superficial and you got aggravated.
Gotcha.
If you get hit with fire or something, then it's aggravated damage right out the gate.
What about for our arsonist over here?
He sets off one of those bombs he's been making. He's going to give all of you aggravated damage.
Yeah.
I'll have a fuse, don't worry.
The fuse.
Because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be aggravated if he was caught in his own explosion or something like that.
I like that
And
shit.
because your hunter background is one of your touchstones, I'm going to need you to give me a composure check. With a red dice.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting against your beast.
2 6s, 1 crit.
Is there a little skull? Was there a skull on any of them?
No, it was that one.
Okay, so you end up succeeding at repressing your beast inside of you
Yeah.
as you superficially denounce for them your Marcus Hunter.
Yeah. But I know it's for the greater scheme of things. But, alright, so, what do you know about this mage then? That's it.
As far as we know, this mage's shadow name is the Carpenter,
The carpenter, huh?
based entirely off the way that they form shadows around them to create whatever type of movement they need. If the shadow can go on that wall, so can they. You're going to need light and a lot of it if you want to track them.
Alright, so what am I going to need then? Let me see.
He sends one of the newer hunters back to the armory and has him bring out a few blessed rounds and some UV lamps.
Jills.
No holy grand hand disease.
No holy hand grenades.
So what?
You have a few
You said holy rounds?
holy rounds, blessed rounds.
Blessed rounds.
Enough to put 4 shots into the mage from your shotgun, and at least a mag for both of these two. And then 1 UV lamp for each of you. So I'm going to have to apologize in advance. Using these tools is going to hurt you a little bit too, but it's all we got.
I'm not worried about it. That's it. Like, whatever causes pain to this fuck. Take, I spit. No. I spit. Ugh. But, oh, hey shit. Is there anything else I need to know?
That's all the information we have on him. No one knows who he was in his previous life.
Well,
All we know now is he terrorized us back some 30 odd years ago, and all the hunters we had back then had gone, moved on, or were lost in the line of their mark.
I'm not. What about information? What about just general information on death mages in general? Like anything I need to keep an eye out for?
From what little I know, when a mage uses their spells, it pulls against the fabric of reality.
I'm not.
A death mage, even more so. The dead are not meant to come back to life, and the world that we live in knows that. And when you do that forcefully, it tears against the world. You and your other vampire kin have a little special place, an exemption, tracing back to Cain and his curse from God. That's the only reason y'all are allowed to exist. That's why your blood gets less and less potent the more of you that there are.
Yeah, this confirms what I don't want to know that part. Let's see. Alright. I'm back and oh. And by the way, I say before turning, I'm like, I won't expect anything less. I'll try to steer these idiots from from doing their usual shenanigans. I say. But I won't expect anything less from hunters. I say. Then I respect. I pick up my shotgun and walk out.
You walk out, you were given armory, but you were not given protection.
I know. Like I wouldn't.
Way to hunt you, but if you happen to get in their way, they will not stop.
Yeah, I know.
That goes for all of you.
But like I said, I do leave I do leave an envelope containing a location of my old clan. Very detailed information about where to find them and where to.
Yep. Yeah, are we almost done or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay, I'm trying to bend this crop chick.
Hey, this is what happened last time we almost finished. We did a little, y'all go off on your own, and then we set it down for the night. Now, I should have told you no. Kept you here for another 12 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I got nothing going on. 12 hours. Well, yeah. So details of where they are, where they keep watches, like everything.
That is a lot of backstory for your character, though.
It is, and it explains like what could be my intentions. Well, no reason why I'm like not talking about my sire. Why I'm not like.
As you leave, there's like that one dumb guy that like doesn't ever understand what's going on. So he's like, "Don't forget to join us on our Bible study on Sunday."
just shake my head. Come on, Corvus.
Yeah,
Gets on my
he
shoulder.
made actual, like, not fully fleshed out. He made a pretty decent character. Y'all are just kind of,
What?
yeah.
Well, I had some,
Well, I mean,
I had some experience in the
I mean,
background.
I guess,
too, so.
yeah, in a way, because like our like main thing was just like get money and whatever.
Yeah, we have Red Hood,
When I make characters, I
And-
try to go in deep.
Count Chocula.
Still can't believe that.
Look, he's just my sire. I'm just seeking for money and power.
All right. So
Who's next? Blueberry?
over this night, you went out to a few bars. You didn't really find any leads per se. Just a few drunk people begrudgingly talking about their day jobs.
Did you write down that stuff from Death Mage?
Dude.
That we just,
I think from there we will call this one a night.
yeah.